everybody, this is Perch, and Captain America. We're seeing a lot of, it used to be about every once a year, and then about every 6 months, and then about once a month, and now it's about once a week. It's coming more frequently. This thread of like, ha ha, LOL, some people say Captain America is not supposed to be political. Well, how are you supposed to do that? Because Captain America is punching Hitler in an issue, and here's the cover of it. This argument seems dumb. I'm not even sure who's fighting who anymore, but let's break it down. Okay, so number one, Captain America. Can you make Captain America not political? Well, it depends on your definition of political. But generally, if you're using political meaning like from a dictionary as something that like, I mean, he wanders around with the American flag on his chest. So the answer is no. Captain America, it does have an inherent amount of political nature built into who he is. He's Captain America. However, and a big however, politics means different things to different people. If you mean Captain America runs around with the American flag, lives up to the American dream, and fights for his country, and if you think that that is a political stance, then yeah, he's political. If you think that politics are, talking about voter ID registration and voter suppression and, basically the headlines of today, then yeah, I think that Captain America doesn't need to do that and probably shouldn't. Look, I've done this take before, and I know that there's some people who hard disagree with me, but I think more people agree than disagree. I don't think it's a good idea to tie your comic book characters to current events for two very big reasons. Number one, it makes a character look stupid. If the world is like, if we're worried about voter suppression, for example, you've got, you're trying to tell me that in that world, Reed Richards, or frankly, I think it's established in the Marvel Universe that Moon Girl is the smartest there is. So you're telling me that Moon Girl, and, who arguably wants to stand up for her community and make good voting laws, she can't come up with a foolproof voting system? She's the smartest person in the world. Reed Richards can't do this? Hell, you can't, they even just showed it in the X-Men. You can't have like somebody tap Professor Xavier on the shoulder and be like, hey, for the next vote, we're just going to telepathically get the winner out of everybody's head. I mean, you just showed that in the comic. You could do that for the next election. The problem is, if you go into dealing with current real life, world outside your window topics in a comic book, unfortunately, when the characters don't do these things that we've shown that they have the powers and the ability to do, it makes everybody look like a moron, or it makes them look needlessly cruel. So basically, we're saying that Moon Girl and Reed Richards are okay with voter suppression, that they're okay with like New York having a clusterfuck of a down ballot multiple choice kind of answer thing. We're okay with that. So you have to pick. Either you're going to go real world, and if you're going to go real world, then you have to have an explanation for why the characters aren't dealing with it, or you live in the fantasy Marvel world where you don't drag everybody into current events. That's problem number one. Problem number two with tying to current events is that your comic gets old fast. Hey, there's a bunch of people I know out there who can't stand Donald Trump. Can't stand it. Do you people who can't stand Donald Trump want Donald Trump to show up in the comic book as a character? Because if you tie it to current events, that means like 10 years from now, you're going to get crazy triggered when you're going to turn the page and suddenly Donald Trump is there. I thought most people want Donald Trump to go away as fast as possible. If that's you, then you should be one of the biggest proponents to not tying your comic to current events, because you don't really want this. Now, comic books have. Captain America itself had Ronald Reagan in there get turned into kind of a snake monster at one point. I think Bill Clinton briefly made an appearance. I don't know if George Original Bush did. I don't recall him showing up in Captain America, but he showed up other places. I mean, these characters do from time to time, and it's almost always terrible. I mean, look, they've done it. It's not a good thing. It usually dates the comic book. It makes it look goofy and wacky, and it's not good. So when we say Captain America has always been political, unfortunately, it's a very disingenuous argument, because both ends, the people who are saying that, they know damn well what people are talking about. They don't want Captain America going out there and giving speeches about the January 6th, march and riot and insurrection on the Capitol. They don't want that showing up in a comic book. And I don't either. Because again, why would you show that in a comic book? If let's imagine for a moment that event, the protesters broke into the Capitol, run amok, sat in Nancy Pelosi's chair, all that kind of stuff. Let's assume that happened in the Marvel universe. Well, the Invisible Woman would just wander down there and like use her little force fields to like shove the people out again. Captain Marvel would fly in within 2 minutes and just dump everybody out. It doesn't make any sense. If you reference that in a comic book, then you also have to explain why all the heroes just sat on their ass and did nothing. And you can't use the excuse of, well, the heroes are letting the humans just kind of do what they're doing. We've already seen the heroes interject themselves in very trivial things. These Pride issues. I mean, one of the characters was dressed up like Deadpool and shot a fake dart at She-Hulk because he was a dude bro, and Titania and She-Hulk, or the cosplayer dressed up like She-Hulk, beat the crap out of him. I mean, if they're willing to do that, you're telling me all the heroes are going to stand around and just let the Capitol get overrun? That doesn't make any sense. So what they're saying when they say Captain America shouldn't be political, what they're actually saying, and maybe, the people who say that just need to get a better term for it. What they're saying is they don't want like a CNN commentator's lecture on whatever is going on with current events be inserted into Captain America's mouth. They don't want Ta-Nehisi Coates' part of his essay to come out of Captain America's mouth. Partially because they don't want it tied to current events. Partially, I'm sure, because they don't like Coates. Maybe. I don't know. I'm sure. But maybe also partly because it doesn't make any sense with the character. Yes, once upon a time, Captain America punched Hitler. And throughout the entire Grunwald run and just the Stern run, all kinds of different Captain America issues, he's hanging out with the government. He's doing everything else. My big issue with Captain America is not, let's not have him be political. My big issue would be, can we do a storyline where Captain America is not questioning America and feeling disillusioned in America for a while? Like, can we go have a nice 2-year run where we don't go to that storyline? And it's not because I don't want anybody questioning America. It's because, damn it, we've seen that storyline like a ton. That was a crux of, Cantwell's first issue. It was a bunch of Coates' comic run. I mean, it was kind of baked into the entire thing. Wade touched on it during his brief run between Spencer. Spencer had tons of it there. Like, can we just have a Captain America where he's not questioning America for just like a short period of time? Like, can we go a year where I have no idea, like chasing down, do anything else? I mean, hell, I would welcome a Captain America that's going down to try and figure out what to do with the border, and it's really a pain in the ass. That's actually, I wouldn't welcome that. That would just be a mess of a comic. I'm just saying, do something else. I'm tired of Captain America sitting in a darkened room looking out the window going, the American dream, it's not what it used to be. I mean, Jesus, shut the fuck up. Like, can we get something else just for a little bit? I mean, turn him back into a wolf, make him a drug addict again. Like the Streets of Poison storyline. Do that. I mean, like anything else. When Grunwald did his, again, very political storyline of Cap giving up the shield and the government bringing in John Walker and making new Cap, and it was all screwed up, and it was a bunch of, they're manipulating the American people. And again, Reagan was turned into a snake monster for a period of time. I mean, even in that run, Grunwald was smart enough to then follow that up with like, the Bloodstone hunt, and Cap turns into a wolf again, and just, you got to space it out a little bit. You can't do this same kind of depressing Captain America doesn't know what to do about America. I mean, God, go to TGI Fridays. It'll be all right. Like, get yourself one of those happy drinks, have them sing to you. It'll be okay. You can do this. I don't know. Can Captain America be not political? Again, it depends on your definition, but people do need to acknowledge and recognize, yeah, Captain America has some politics baked into that book for sure. Absolutely. There's no doubt about that. Yes, there's a comic book out there, and on the cover, Captain America's punching Hitler. We've got Captain America, pointing to the A on his head and say, do you think this stands for France? I mean, that was the Ultimate Universe, but we've seen Captain America do plenty of things that are political. It is part of his character. No doubt about it. But we also should keep the character true to his character, true to whoever Steve Rogers is. If you're going to change his mind and make him someone else, go for it. But you got to do the work in order to show how that happened. And then most importantly, of all, Do something different. Seriously, you've got to mix it up a little bit. It cannot be go to the same storyline over and over and over. I mean, I'm worried that Marvel has only one. They only know how to write one story at this point. With Captain America, it's like, all right, he's going to be walking around and he's going to see something and he's going to be like, oh no, maybe America's not so great. And you're going, oh man, I can't believe Captain America thinks America is not so great. Where's this one going to go? And the answer is nowhere, because no one cares at this point. I mean, Captain America has been disillusioned with America consistently over the last, 8 years, and that's fair. I mean, it's kind of sucked, but I'm joking. I shouldn't hit the table. I guess the microphone picks it up, and I sound all excited. I'm just bring us a new Captain America storyline. I'm begging you, just anything. That's what I would like. And if you're gonna do, you can do it. Just politics. I just hate this argument because I think everybody knows what everybody else is saying, but they just enjoy peeing all over each other. That's how it feels like. It feels like a couple very young children who have just discovered they can pee, and they're just having sword war. That's what this Captain America argument sounds like. All right, I've grossed everybody out. Anyway, hey, what's your Captain America storyline? What would you do? Let me know in your comments below. Let me know what you would do with Captain America if you have it. What's that storyline you would run? I mean, there's got to be 8 billion things you can do with Captain America that does not involve him going, oh man, I thought America was great, and then I realized it wasn't so great, and now I'm not sure what I should do because I'm wearing this flag around, and it's really expensive getting another costume. I mean, my costumes don't just grow on the costume tree, so I got this America flag here, and I feel kind of douchey running around in it because I'm not sure I believe in America. And I mean, I don't even know what are they gonna do with a shield. Like, how do you even paint this shield? It's very expensive, and the paint doesn't stick, and I'm like, I don't even know what to do with it. And the design's got to look good when it's spinning through the air. And if I put like the hammer and sickle on there, then it's going to look all crazy. It's going to give people vertigo when it's flying. Just something different, please. Thanks for listening.